you all meet Eddie Baxter.
Hi. The speaker. How about now? Is that better? Okay. I can see you all. I think I'm number 4, and is that right?
That's right.
And I know by now you might be getting a little anxious and everything, so what I'd like to say is if you have a propensity for throwing shoes, if someone says something that you don't like to hear, please leave them checked at the back. Okay, I'm going to break this down as succinctly as I can. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my personal, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience, and then why I think I make a good candidate for the board. And also, I'm going to talk a little bit about the goals that I think are important for our board members, and then summarize that real quickly. So I'll try and stay on track so that we can get you guys out of here as soon as we can. Goodness. We'll be out here before we know it with this. Okay, my personal. I've been a full-time resident out here since 2011, a part-time resident since 2006. I enjoy golf, although I'm not very good at it, as a lot of you will attest to. I believe in all forms of physical fitness, and I'm very much into that. I am the chairperson of the Pool and Recreation Committee. My wife and I, Peggy Brown, have 3 children and 7 grandchildren. And one little other ditty, we are foster parents for the Palm Springs Animal Shelter, and we shelter and foster dogs until we can find adoptive families. And we have a little 9-week-old Chihuahua, if there's anyone interested. Takers, please. Okay, a little bit about my experience. My business experience. I've had 27 years in commercial insurance. That's all corporate experience. The last 7 of that was serving as a branch manager for 2 large branch offices with $50 million in revenue each. The last 22 years has been spent as the founder and president of a risk management company. And our company works in approximately 16 states with about 70 consultants doing risk management activities. I'm currently involved in the organization on a part-time basis, and I do plan to perpetuate and sell this business within the next 12 months. I think more importantly, though, is the time that I've spent here at Mission Lakes involved with the Pool and Recreation Committee, because this has given me a lot of experience in understanding how the committee process works. And it's not quite as easy as you think. We've been able to get the Pool and Shade project, for which you've seen photos out there. We've got that going, and the first phase has been approved for completion here in 2016. Pool and Recreation Committee has, the Pool and Recreation Committee has also been responsible for the Arts and Crafts Fair, which was a successful event this year. But that's only because Carolyn Lawrence did such a great job at giving me all that stuff that just was as good as it was. And kudos to her. Our committee has also been responsible for working on getting more social art activities going on here. And we've gotten a fused glass class that some of you have attended, and that's on a monthly basis. And lastly, some of the things that our committee have done is that we're working at getting some more member services in place for those of you that may not golf, where we're calling these concierge services. And we're able to, for example, provide massage services. We're thinking about getting a portable car wash to come out so that you can get your car washed on site. We're looking at some event coordination and some fun stuff that I think you guys will all enjoy. Okay.
Yes.
Now.
Okay. We have a few questions.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting started.
Well, we've got about
2 minutes?
We'll push it to that.
Okay. Holy smoke, this tough audience. In that case, I'm going to skip with why I think I'd be a good candidate and go straight to the goals. Okay. I think goal number 1 for a board, for a good board, is that this year we need to have a board that can effectively and efficiently manage the budget process. to ensure that we can come in at or under budget. And I think we can get there by holding our managers more closely accountable for their performance, particularly using a set of performance standards and performance evaluations. I think that will help. I also think that my experience in finance and running a business would make me a good candidate for that, working on that kind of project. I also think that our communications here at the club need to be improved. Our email system only works for a percentage of people, and there's quite a percentage of those that never get an email or can't open it. Also, I think our website needs to be improved and enhanced so that we can better communicate with everyone here at the club. Third, I think that we need to manage the process of our 5-year plan, which has been a hard thing to put together. You've seen the committees that have worked to get to that process. So I think that the next board should be able to effectively manage the 2016 to 2018 plans to see that they get done on time and under budget. And lastly, I think that we as a board need to focus on additional member services. I want you to know that we are first and foremost a golf community, no question about that. But there are other things that we can do because we've got a lot of new members out here, probably 100 or so, that don't play golf. So when we talked about doing additional services, these are things that the committee can do, like the massage or the car wash or shoe shine or event coordination or whatever that might be, that won't cost our budget any money. It'll be a relationship between the member and whoever we're providing the service for. But it's a way to get more people involved. Okay, I know I'm short, right? Ready to get the hook? Okay, then I won't go on with some other things. What I will do is ask you, if you think that I make a viable candidate, I will pledge to you that I will make certain that we communicate with all the members and we do the best we can. And, okay.
All right, thank you.
All candidates express their interest in cutting spending. How and where would you cut the spending?
Okay. I think that, again, this goes back to managing the budget process. It's not so much about being able to cut, it's about being able to manage the process the way that we set this up. If you all could go and see what the Finance Committee has gone through this past year, I attended every meeting from July through the end of the year and watched how we went through on a line item basis to cut things here and cut things there. So it's about accountability and it's about managing the process.
How would you maintain and improve club facilities, and which improvements would you give priority to?
That's a very loaded question. Thank you very much. I'm ready to answer that one. Okay. I really believe that we have one of the most beautiful pools in the Coachella Valley sitting out here. There has not been an improvement made to that pool since 1973. We're in the process of zeroing in on making that one of the most gorgeous pools in the Coachella Valley by adding our shade structures, which I know all of you are waiting to see. So that would be my answer.
How do we encourage people to vote when ballots are sent out, even if they have to just check off the quorum so that we do not have to inquire extra expense, which can run more than $3,000 by resending the ballots?
Boy, now there's a difficult question. Okay, I think it's one of these situations where we need to have a coalition of people. All of you out there know somebody that knows somebody, and this becomes almost a grow from the bottom up, where we talk it up in all of our committees. We talk with people when they have, when you're eating out here in the restaurant, when you play golf with them on the golf course, and that's about the most effective way, is all of the members that get together and just try to talk about it.
Okay, so we're for questions now? Go ahead.
Vicky.
Christine, go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right.
So, when Mike Doyle presented a little earlier, and I'm not to go into details, but his whole thing was about we need more member participation. Now, it seems to me the last few boards, at least last 4 years worth of boards, whenever a member has a question or comes up here and tries to get involved, members are disregarded. What will you do differently as a board member when somebody in the audience has a question or in getting information out to everyone?
Okay, I'll answer that question because when I first came here, our only chance to comment to the board one way or the other was through going to the agenda meeting, because at the boards we could only comment one way. And I've been thinking about this, and right now I will tell you that if I do get on the board, I'm thinking about considering that we can have more of an open forum, at least a limited open forum during our board meetings, so that we can allow some dialogue back and forth.
Hey, Eddie.
Hi.
So I've been asking the same question of all of the candidates, and so here goes for you too. During your candidacy, I'm sure you've been talking to a lot of members, and what is one of the top questions and concerns that the members have? Not what you have, what's your agenda, but what is the top questions that the members have or concerns?
Food and beverage.
And how would you fix it?
Food and beverage is one of the major concerns that I hear all the time. And I think I will go back to my first part about accountability. I honestly think that when you have a chance to make a hire, and I'm looking particularly at food and beverage, I think we have to look very carefully at our employee selection, our employee training, and our interaction with that staff, because we have to fix that from the bottom up, and that's the start. And I believe that will help. And I do think that we've improved in our service and the quality of our food, but it's an ongoing battle, because I believe very seriously that the restaurant at this club, at any club, because 90% of the clubs across America don't make money on their food and beverage. And we're no different here. But it's about closing the gap on the expenses and improving the quality, because if we improve the quality, the members will come up and eat.
My question has been the same to everybody.
Hello, Ann.
Do you have any plans for improving the look of the front entrance? I think that's not the way we want to welcome people to our community.
Okay. I think I would have to honestly, I want to look at the committee process and how these things evolve. So this really goes back to probably the House Committee and how they bring things forward and how it looks. And I think it comes through the committee process, through the finance, and then to the board. It's up to the board to make that final decision.
Thank you. Thank you very
Is
much.
that it?